not hearing anything.
Oh, is that it? Did we just start? We just started. Hey, welcome to
welcome
Left
to
to Wrong.
Heidi hey, Heidi ho, kids.
That was our worst beginning. We were 45 weeks in, and we just had our worst beginning.
I feel bad because it's on my shift.
No,
sub.
that's all right.
Like
It was. You know what? It's my fault for paying attention to you. So hi, my name is Jim Coughlin.
I'm Jeffrey Scott Hendrick, playing the part of Randy Harkin.
Randy Harkin, at home listening.
Yes.
He's not sick. He's quarantined. He is taking care of 2 sick children.
Yeah.
And we just thought, you know what? Our lives are more important than this show. You stay at home. Actually, I don't know what happened. But in any case, he stayed home with the sick kids. And
we would prefer not to catch his plague.
Yeah. And Jeffrey stepped up. But our little glitch there was the fact that you don't. Do you still not have your?
I still do not have headphones.
Oh, okay. Well, you should probably put them on your ears. They go over your ears.
Yeah.
And then
well, that would explain the humming in my behind.
And they plug in. Yeah, plug in. Yeah. You know, when the end of your headphones is not plugged in, they rarely work.
Shut up.
I think people are just so used to these cordless Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, whatever it is.
Why wasn't it just flying through the air like magic?
And in studio, we have Rosie Tran. We always introduce our guests so that they can talk, because otherwise they sit there, they're like, can I talk? I haven't been introduced. But she can talk. She wouldn't let me talk for like first half hour of when I was on her podcast.
I was like, Jim, be quiet until I introduce you.
Yeah.
Stop talking.
But we don't have, we're more about chaos with this podcast.
Are you not on Instagram? I can't find you, or there's too many Jim Coughlin.
I am on Instagram. I might be on there as Mr. Jim Coughlin.
Okay.
Rosie is posting a selfie as we speak.
Yes.
A selfie, what's the plural of selfie?
Selfies.
Yeah.
Selfies?
But a selfie that includes more than one person, but is not multiple photos.
Huh.
I don't know what that
Group selfie.
Yeah, group selfie. There we go. Well, she's posting that. It's a very important part of our social media outreach program.
It's been posted, so now I can focus.
All
Okay,
right,
good.
Fantastic.
We lost her for a second there,
By
totally
the way,
absorbed in her keyboard.
She took a good photo, not just of herself. You know,
Right.
Of course she's vain. She's a performer, aren't we all? But she took a good photo of me. Now, I think I'm
That's
just going to have to
lovely.
opt out of all group photos going forward.
I made you look good by posing you. He actually was leaning
I
back
know.
awkwardly, and I said, Jim,
Yeah,
no.
well,
you
it's
That's
look
not-
true. I saw that.
Yeah,
And
it's
then I
not.
post him.
I don't normally touch heads with other people. That's just not my normal. So anyway,
You just walk around randomly head bopping people.
yeah, I
you
don't do that. I don't do that. But I keep being in large group photos where like 3/4 of people look good. The person who's most controlling the photo looks good, and then like I'm,
Was I being controlling?
covered up. No, you did excellent.
Lean this way, Jim.
Rosie, I will be in any group photos
In a
that you
good
want to
way,
stage.
Rosie. In a good way.
No, but anyway, so
He needs a firm hand.
This, by the way, is what I do to start a show is try to avoid actually getting into politics because I always feel like, oh crap, I don't know anything. But,
I know. Can I just say
Sure.
something? I know this is your show, and I know you guys probably have all these pre-planned topics, but I just found this crazy website, and I'm so in shock of it. Can I tell you the story? And then
Sure,
if
absolutely.
you guys are interested in the website, you can look at it. Okay, so Jim was on my podcast talking about supporting minorities and women, and
that wasn't why I went on the show, but it
he's
became
already
a topic.
making a face. Okay,
It became a topic. Sure.
so I'm performing in a couple this weekend actually with a comedian named Jackson Purdue, and do you guys know Jackson?
I
No.
do.
So
Oh
I
my
don't.
God.
So I
haven't
don't.
heard that name in ages.
I've met Jackson only twice. I don't know that much about his stand-up, and I like to Google people when I perform with them.
Right.
So I Googled Jackson, and then 4 websites down, I found a blog from someone saying, racist comedian, I love white people. And it was this whole blog about how America needs to be 80% white, and Jackson is a liberal Hollywood brainwashed comedian. And it was like this crazy, like right-wing website, and I've never read anything like it. And I seriously need someone else to read it just so I know that I'm not crazy.
Like you didn't hallucinate it?
It's literally the craziest thing I've ever read. And
Well,
Now-
what is it? Let's pull it up. We have,
now,
Shim's
now,
got a
wait.
computer.
Are you trying to say that America
Jesus.
being?
Here he comes.
Are you trying to say it would be okay for America to be less than 80% white? Actually, are we even 80% white right now?
God, no. No.
We're
We are 30.
just to
something
validate that
percent
I'm not
white.
crazy.
Oh, okay.
You can skip the first 2 paragraphs and go.
Oh, it's called love.flawlesslogic.com, HTML/legacy.
because the first two paragraphs doesn't matter. It's just talking about the stand-up show. It's when he starts getting into misogyny is evil and America needs to not interracially. I just want you to read it to make sure I'm not hallucinating.
First of all, let's start off with the fact that this is set in Nevada.
Okay.
Bastion of liberalism.
Yeah.
Where do you want me to start?
I just find it ironic that both
the
Vegas
scenes
and Laughlin
of the
are
white
in
folks
Nevada.
on the walls made a visible contrast to the people who were passing by throughout the day. Many white faces were in the crowd, but the number of dark faces belonging to people who have nothing in common with those people depicted upon the wall was large. Those darker faces just passed on by. They did not stop and look at the wall or care what those white people were doing. What they consider a foreign culture, the white culture, mattered not at all to them. What the hell what's going on in this? So this is talking about...
So this person is describing the casino where the comedy show is and how angry they are that there's non-whites at the casino.
Is this a casino run by Indians by any chance? Kind of hoping for the irony there.
Yeah, probably not, though, huh? I mean, it's Nevada.
Just read that and then
okay.
Tell me what you think.
Okay, a white country should remain at least 80% white. Whatever it takes to keep it that way should be done. Well, that sounds like Nazis. Things like immigration must be controlled to maintain that balance. Miscegenation...
By the way, this person describes himself as a conservative, right-wing, logical thinker.
Yes, of course.
Is that an oxymoron? Because I think it is.
Birth rate must be monitored and actions taken to encourage white births and discourage non-white births when needed to maintain the 80% white. Why? Whites need their own lands in which to perpetuate their species, as do the other races. Just because whites need their own countries and must therefore limit... This is pretty fun.
By the way, this is what I found while Googling a comedian.
A performer that you're going to be performing with.
Right.
Now, this is, just to be clear, this is not him.
No, this is somebody, no. Jackson is a very funny comedian. I Googled him. He's very funny. I've met him several times and worked with him a few times.
I worked with him years ago in Sacramento, and he's a good guy. He's a great guy.
This is an audience member.
Yeah. This is a lovely guy.
That was offended that Jackson was mixed.
Oh, is that how it all started?
Yes. Because Jackson is half Japanese, half white. And this audience member was offended by that.
Wow.
And said that he was a liberal.
Oh, yeah. It seems miscegenation, which is a fun word to use because you don't get to use it often.
No.
I like to say mixies.
Mixies. Always creates confusion in the offspring.
Oh, my word.
Okay, so...
Maybe this guy's confused.
All right. Well, we'll get back to this guy. This is somebody we can all hate on.
I didn't want to totally take over your show, but I just was so shocked by it.
Yeah, these things happen. And
we wanted to validate you and that you did not hallucinate.
I'm not crazy.
You're not crazy. This does exist.
And this is not right. And this guy could post on any conservative website and no one would call him out on it.
Well, then we can segue with the race thing right into Margaret Cho's appearance on the Golden Globes.
Boom. By the way, I don't know if you viewers are hip and can figure things out, but Rosie Tran, when I was on her show, she did point out, because it's an audio,
what did I do?
that I am white. So I'm just going to point out she is non-white. She is, are you Vietnamese?
I am Vietnamese. You knew that already.
I knew it, of
we
course,
talked about that.
I know, but I just, so we're...
You have to pretend like it's new.
Yeah, it's new information. So you're going to get to Margaret Cho on the Golden Globes.
On Golden Globes.
Are you comparing me to Margaret Cho?
No.
Yes, exactly like her. Rosie's act is very much the Vietnamese version of Rosie. No, I'm kidding. No, but
Rosie, Rosie got the monkey war.
You can tell. You might have a non-white perspective
on Margaret's. I did. So tell me.
Go
saying
ahead.
Some people were offended.
That was me, but go ahead. Tell us about it. I wasn't offended, but I was saying that there were people who were offended.
There were people that were offended. She played the Minister of Film from North Korea.
Okay.
She had a groovy uniform on and this great scowly face that she never broke character. She was fantastic.
And people were offended by that.
People were saying that she was racist, which just shocks me because she's Korean. I mean,
who were the people that were saying she was racist?
White people, which was, shut up, white people.
Well, you just heard about it 30 seconds ago. Are you offended?
I'm not offended. It sounds funny, actually.
I was probably one of the funnier things on the Golden Globes that night.
Well, she's mixed, though. She's half Korean, half lesbian. So it's very...
Hello, everybody.
They're always mixed.
So she actually is legally allowed to make fun of everyone.
Yes. So we do have another guest, and we have
him on the line?
We don't have... We're going to call him.
We're going to call him right now?
You introduce him. It's Joe. It's Joe.
Joe Klocek.
Klocek, another comedian. We're all comedians here.
A veteran San Francisco comic. You can find him on standupjoe.com, his page.
This ringer is so pleasant.
He is very.
It's a very pleasant ringer.
Oh, let's see if we got any other communications.
Maybe he's calling on your cell phone.
Oh my goodness.
This microphone makes my voice sound so nice. I feel like I should be doing like phone sex operating or something. Very pleasant.
We've never done that on the show. We're breaking new ground.
All right, what happened?
Joe, if you're listening and you're out there, call us. What's the number here?
He was offended by the Margaret Cho thing.
You can call us at Radio Titans 323-487-0766, Joe, if you're listening.
Oh, gosh.
Wait, guys, that's my cell phone.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm sorry.
Did you
have a
misdial?
different number for Joe.
Oh, good grief. Randy, if you're listening, man, when you're not here, it just all falls apart, brother.
He sent me the new number at 812.
Are you calling another number?
Yeah, we're calling Joe. Have him come on. Apparently the number that he was calling in wasn't working. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a little bit more back scenery or backstage than you normally get.
So pleasant.
Oh, this is going to work. This is going to work this time.
This is going to work. It's live?
Yeah, man. We go out live.
We do.
By the way, Rosie Hey!
Ambassador Joe Klocek?
Ambassador. Okay, sure.
Come on, man. I mean, you represented.
Joe.
That's Rosie Tran saying hello.
Hello.
Say hello to the folks out there in Radioland, my friend.
Hello, Radioland.
This is also a voice from your long ago past. It's Jeff Hendrick. How are you, brother?
Hendrick, holy shit. We could spend, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours just reminiscing about the 90s comedy scene.
We can tell old punchline stories.
Wow, we could. We could probably tell, like, a lot of bitter rants over shitty Philadelphia steaks at Grub Steak on Pine Street.
Holy cow, man, that is set in the Wayback Machine. How are you, brother?
I'm wonderful. I'm amazing. You?
Good. Welcome back from the Far East and other lands.
Thank you.
Now, I followed you on Facebook while you were touring All Points East. Was there any city in particular that just really blew you away and you're thinking, I could relocate here?
Yeah. I really felt like Shanghai in some ways is very much a sister city to San Francisco right now. It's filled up with young people who are convinced they're inventing the future, and they're very rich, and they have a lot of money to burn, and it's very exciting.
And are they doing good things with it?
Oh, well, I mean, they're doing things. I mean, most of it is at nightclubs.
Okay.
But some of it is, I mean, there are people that are doing some exciting things, and they are literally inventing the future.
Right.
And Shanghai is just a modern crossroads for the world right now. I mean, I thought I would go there and I would learn a lot about Chinese people, and I did, but there are so many people there from all over the planet right now that I learned a lot about other places, too.
Now, is Hong Kong like that still, or is Shanghai sort of taken its place as the international hub?
Well, it's an interesting thing. China is this unique government entity that Americans have a difficult time wrapping their head around. And there's no easy way to explain it, and I'm not an apologist. I'm just saying I've spent some time there. And the thing that you have to understand is there's China, and most of China is very rural, and it's still like the 1800s. It's very much like the Midwest of America.
We're going to get letters. Thanks, Joe.
Look, of course they're going to write letters. They're not going to email. Of course they're going to,
Wacka.
They're going to just put something that's got, like a bird feather on the end of it into a ink quill and like, my dearest brethren. It's going to start like something like that, and just throw that away. Don't. But bottom line, here is the most amazing thing that I have told people about being in China, that